Okay, I thought it'd be fun to have a quick look at the updated steam tool in CLO, and I'll show you a little trick that I always use to get a nicely simulated gusset without changing my pattern. So this is a garment that I made during my 12-week challenge, and I made the actual physical garment of this as well, including this panty. And so one of the major issues we always face when we're creating the underwear for intimate apparel is not being able to get the gusset to look really good. And you can see I have a pretty nice looking gusset here. So I'm going to show you how I do that. What I do is use the steam tool. So it's located over here. And this just got an update in the recent update. So I wanted to show also the updates for this. So I'm going to select the steam tool, and then you get this little pop-up here on features that you can control with it. So you can see that I already have steam applied. I applied -3%. So anywhere that it's blue, it's shrunk that part of the pattern by 3%. The size is just the size of my brush. So it's 56 millimeters across. So you can see if I hover over the gusset's about 5 centimeters across. And that is also the width of my steam tool. And the hardness is just how hard that steam is going to be at the edges of the tool. So I thought it would be interesting to see a actual application of how you would use this tool and what's useful about the new update. So if I go to materials, steam, remove all steam, you can see that the steam has now been removed from that gusset. So now have a close look at the gusset area when I simulate. So the gusset's not lying smooth anymore, and it doesn't look great for the simulation. And I don't want to change my pattern by just shrinking the gusset, because now that pattern's not going to be as useful for actual physical sewing of the garment. So a little trick that I do in 3D is to just apply shrinkage with the steam tool. So this is something I've always done. So I'm just going to simulate and then apply some shrinkage as I go. And then I'm simulating at the same time. So if you keep your eye on the gusset, you'll see that it shrinks up. And now that is looking a lot better for a visual presentation, right? Okay, so now let's say I was going a little bit too crazy with my mouse, and I was actually by accident getting this piece of the pattern. And maybe I had it turned up a little bit too high. Okay, now you're starting to see it's affecting the stability of my simulation, and we're changing the fit of the garment. So that's too far. We don't want to go that far. So this is what's new, is that we never had this remove tool before. I can select remove, and then when I simulate, and then I can start removing the steam that I applied until I get back to where I wanted with it. And so now you can also select remove all steam on selected pattern. And then I can fix this area until it's closer to how I want it to look. And then I could also just remove all steam from everything if I wanted and go back to adding the steam. I could use -10 and add it until I think the garment looks good. So if you're interested in using CLO3D specifically for the development of intimate apparel, you should definitely go check out my courses over at wayfinder3d.com. I have beginner and advanced courses, as well as a free trim library, which you can go to access trims that are not easily available in other places. Students also have access to a community where we can go and ask questions and have conversations, as well as an online monthly session where I teach new tutorials and different tips and tricks on CLO every month. So if this is something you might be interested in, I'd be excited to see you in the course. Okay, so that is just a quick one for today. I hope this was helpful. And if you like this kind of content, leave me a comment below. Questions, comments, always appreciated. That's it for today. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe, please.